Do you have an action figure to showcase this week for action figure?
I do. Yeah. I came prepared. Mine, to everyone in the US of A, this is absolutely nothing exciting for you. In fact, he is a peg warmer. But for whatever reason, He-Man and Skeletor for the Origins line never came here. Or if they did, nobody I know ever saw it. So I got 2 of each. So our good buddy John Pompa sent me the first set, and our other good buddy Scott Wad sent me the second set. So this is just plain old He-Man. And all you US people are laughing like, I can go to the variety store and get this for like 5 cents. And that's great. But I just wanted the original He-Man and the original Skeletor. And I got 2 of each. So one's on the wall, and this guy is going to get opened today, actually, with a Battle Cat. So it's very exciting to me. Might not be too exciting for our viewers, but hey, that's the way she goes. Now let's see what you got in the box over here.
Well, I got 2 boxes, so I'm not sure which one to open. Should I open the bigger one or the smaller one? So the bigger one's on the bottom, smaller one's on top. What do you think?
Is one from Amazon, or are they both?
No, one is not from Amazon. It's a repurposed box.
Let's do the big one. Always go big.
Let's go big. So I'll move this one over here. This one. Okay. This one is from our good friend Motu Joe. All right. I'm going to make my screen bigger here so everybody can see. This is from our good friend Motu Joe. And I couldn't believe it. And I still haven't seen this in person. So I don't know. This is going to be a real reaction, folks. A real reaction. He does his thing where Motu Joe finds stuff and figures things out, and he's going all over the place because he's in a position where you can go collecting and toy hunting in the US. And he took pity on his friend from Canada. And he was able to, despite having surgery in the morning. Oh, this is so cool. This is so cool.
We can't see it. Turn it to the camera.
Okay. I'm building suspense.
Oh yeah,
that's so cool. He had surgery in the morning, but he went out of his way to make sure that he could get this. And he sealed it so well. And it's packaged, and it's really nice.
So, I think it's past your bedtime. Run along.
Now, this is a line I don't like at all. This is a line I don't collect. In fact, I'll give this to the highest bidder right now. No, Motu Joe.
Speaking of that, I've got 2 of those waiting over here for you that you don't like either, by the way. But carry on.
Oh yeah. I hate this line is the worst.
But I have all of them.
Yeah, it's fantastic. I really don't know what else to say.
Hold that baby up. That one I had to get off eBay. I got it right away because that one you're holding in your hand is going to do nothing but increase in value, especially when Smith's He-Man drops. That figure set is crazy. It's so wicked. And that's the figure set I saw where I'm like, okay, you know what? I'm all in for this line because they were doing really obscure characters like Keldor.
Yeah.
So I'm like, yep, let's go.
It's cool. To see Keldor at this scale is really interesting because we've only seen him in the classics up to now. So it's awesome. Kronos is an interesting Smurf looking, like he looks like a Smurf, but you know,
Kronos, whatever you want to call him, Cronus. Everyone keeps joking that he looks like a toy from Robot Chicken. He looks like, oh my goodness, if they were going to parody Trapjaw, that's what it would look like, kind of thing.
I went nuts for this when they announced it at PowerCon though 2 years ago, and they said, "Oh, this is coming in." Of course, they said Target exclusive, and I thought, "Well, I'll never get it," which is always a shame. But Motu Joe took pity on me. I had some really interesting stuff kind of go sideways on me, and he said, "You know what, man? I'm going to help you out. I think you need the power of Grayskull on a day like today, and I'm going to make sure that you got it." And I said, "Man, look, you're a huge He-Man collector too." Yeah, at that time, he only had one. I don't know if he has more. I said, you should have it. Rule of 2, open one. I said, I'm not even into that line. I think it's the worst line ever. And he said, no, you can have it. And I said, well,
it's not worse than Captain Power. There's no way. Captain
Power is 10 times better than Origins. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, Kronos looks like he should be part of Dick Tracy. That's what he should
Dick,
do.
what? He does look. Yeah. It's cool to see, and I don't know if they ever made Trapjaw like that before. I don't ever remember seeing one like that. If they made like
one
before he got his jaw ripped off or whatever happened to the poor guy.
Yeah, I mean they show him in 2002, right? I'm surprised this didn't have a 2002 sticker on it like the Evil Lynn one does, because that's where both of these characters we've seen them before. But yeah, shout out to Motu Joe for sending this along, a huge help. And even though the line is garbage, I'm really happy to have this.
Do you want to get to a little bit of an action figure spotlight, my friend? Do you have anything for this unannounced episode that we've kind of launched, impromptu?
I got a ton of stuff. I chose one that, do you want me to go or do you want to go or?
Oh, you can go first. Go ahead.
Yeah, I chose one that I just did a YouTube video on last week. So War for Cybertron. I love that line. Kingdom. I don't know why he's under the Kingdom line. I guess we'll find out. But he's already unboxed because I shot him. This is Galvatron.
Oh, wicked.
There. Yeah, he's humongous. He towers over Optimus Prime. He towers over Megatron. And they're all to scale with each other. Even the 86 line. Oh, there we go. Oh, the Matrix is moving. They're all to scale. You and I have both wanted this figure. He's like absolutely screen accurate. The only confusing thing, and I'm not complaining, is I always thought he should have been under the 86 line. He comes with the Matrix with the chain.
Yeah.
Which, unless they do that in Kingdom, which I really hope they don't copy that story. But then again, I guess you have to have Hot Rod, and Hot Rod has not shown up yet. So, but that Galvatron figure is crazy. He's very expensive. He's a leader class, which means just the size.
Yeah.
But he's friggin' awesome. Him and Hot Rod, man, they're going to be in my top 10 of the year for sure. Those two figures are crazy.
Well, Jay, there's a lot of year left. So let's just wait and see what comes out. Let's just say that. My figure is something that is new as well. I am actually getting new mail already at my new place, which is surprising. So let me just go full screen here. And that is the NECA Turtle 2-pack, Rat King and Vernon. So you guys can take a look at that. It's like every other NECA cartoon turtle variation here. There's tons of accessories from the Channel 6 camera for Vern, which is, you don't have to include stuff like that. You also get, I'll see if you can show it here. You get an alternate head for him right there too. The little rat.
That's when he turns into the
and then Rat King kind of takes over control. You get all the little rats in here as well. You get all the gas grenades. But Rat King, man, has always been a character that you and I love. He's just a really cool villain. Not necessarily the main one, but he's just so fantastic. Of course, packaging is big and bulky, as you mentioned behind me there, and just takes up so much space. Tons of accessories, which I never need. I don't need 15 hands for all of these guys, but I remember when I saw this announced, I think it was last summer, as soon as I saw Rat King, I'm like, oh man, just when I thought I was done with that line, they come out with this. So totally cool. I hope everybody that wanted to get them had a chance to get them with NECA. This was one of the 2-packs that they released on their website, which is why I was able to get it. And I think I have an extra one coming as well. Because rule of 2 with that one, because Rat King looks awesome. So
yeah, that's pretty cool. I drew the line, although I might have a lead on one. We'll have to see. That Rat King figure is damn cool though.
Yeah.
So the line keeps extending. It's like, I just want the original season 1 stuff. And then it leaks into 2 and it's leaking into 3. It's like,
I had to get the frogs. I've always said the frogs are going to be the last thing I want. I don't know why I like the frogs. And they just put the frog 2-pack Genghis and Rasputin, I believe, on the NECA site internationally. So I thought, okay, as soon as I get the other 2 frogs to go with it, and then I'm done. Attila and Rasputin, I think. I don't know. Can't remember.
I don't know their names. Yeah.
And then once I get them, I'm done. But then I just saw they released the Channel 6 4-pack. So you get Vernon again with some alternate kind of looks to him. You get Irma, Burn, and Cat.
Oh, cool.
And Cat April. So she's got the cat head. And you get, cameras and other stuff in the background and a diorama to put them up against. That's like $200 though for those 4 figures.
That's damn cool though.
We're going to showcase 2, okay? Because I only brought 1, but now that's forcing me. Mine are mail fresh today, my friend. So I do
that's
have a
fine.
pile of mail stuff here.
Mine's not mail fresh, but they're from the pile of things that I haven't got to yet. So since our first episode of season 2 is debuted today in Canada, and it's focused on Marvel and DC, I thought I would showcase a new Marvel and DC character. Which do you want first, Marvel or DC?
DC. That's way better picks than I did. Although, shit. Okay, you're gonna win the spotlight today. I don't know why I didn't think to do that.
It's okay.
DC.
So for DC, this was something my buddy Kevin, who's a fellow collector, he messaged me. He's like, dude, I'm in Walmart and I found this. And he sent me a picture of it. I didn't know this was a thing. Did you?
Did you know that was a thing? No, I didn't.
McFarlane Platinum Edition. So that would be...
Okay, yeah. I knew Platinum Edition was a thing, but I didn't know that...
But without the mask.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
He doesn't have the mask. And I'm such a big Robin fan. So I'm like, I'm stopping at the first wave. And then I see this. I'm like, okay, get me that too. Nice. Second, I can't speak highly enough about this series. I just finished watching it. And it's like if the Marvel Universe had Twilight Zone episodes.
So you are hooked on it then. That's incredible.
I absolutely loved it. I thought every episode was just, I loved all of it. So this was the main hero from my favorite episode. So this is Captain Carter. An extremely insane sculpt of her, even though she's in the box. I'm going to do an unboxing on this. So this is from the What If line. And Rob, this is very exciting for you and I, because I think for the first time, the Build-A-Figure is the Watcher. There's his arm over here. Yeah. But that's Captain Carter. She is absolutely incredible. And all the others in the line too, build the Watcher. And I haven't been this excited about a Marvel property in a long time, but I was hooked after the first episode. And I just love the series. I hope they do a season 2 because I think it's awesome.
That's awesome. I had the whole wave pre-order from Big Bad Toy Store. I had to cancel it. I had to make room. There's still time for me to get on that because Big Bad's usually like a month behind kind of retail release. I just can't do the $169 US and then the shipping and duty and stuff like that to guarantee it. I don't have the means to go hunting. Producing television shows, Jade, turns out is kind of expensive. We just delivered one and we're still in the middle of another one. So my collecting will be going down a little bit unless it's for cutaways. That said, I did have a mail day today where some figures did arrive. And so I'm going to show one and let's see if you can figure out the superhero connection, because I'm making this up as I go, but I think it actually works. So my figure is Ted Theodore Logan from Bill and Ted's Bogus Journey. Now, the connection, I'll just throw it out there, is actually, of course, the Toy Biz. So it's made by Toy Biz, as you can see in the corner there, and it actually mirrors that, infamous X-Men Toy Biz packaging, which is really cool. I love the comic trope here on the top corner where you see all the different heads. On the back, it's nothing too special. There's not really much of a cross sell. It's just Bill that's there. And so, of course, had to get Bill. But Bill, of course, I also had to get the phone booth. So this this is the place
that's awesome.
And it's made for the Excellent and Adventure figures, which I could have got as well, but I don't like the sculpts on them nearly as much as the Bogus Journey figures. They're just it's not anywhere near as cool.
This could be up for debate, but there's nothing like Ted in Bogus Journey, man. Although his hair doesn't look quite right there. His hair's a lot shorter in Bogus Journey.
Well, here's the cool thing, okay? What I want you to take a look at is the alternate head that they include for the evil robot Ted.
The evil robot Us's, that's really neat. So
you can actually get a second set of these and easily do the robot versions of them. I think the guitars look really cool. The straps aren't too flimsy on them, and they're dead ringers for their actual guitars that they use within the film as well. So these are definitely going to be open. When I purchased them, they're totally designed to be open with a totally outrageous and excellent diorama display with this phone booth. I can't wait to see what's up with the top of the phone booth. I'm guessing it's the weird kind of like umbrella inside out thing that's on the top versus the Bogus Journey one. But
that's great, because I was not impressed with last year's NECA releases of this. I think they're 7-inch with real clothing. And They're $80. I remember staring at the pack. I'm like, oh man, they like this. The faces were pretty good, but the clothes were baggy. They all look puffy. I noticed NECA can hit the horror stuff perfect with the clothing, but when it comes to like Karate Kid, even Daniel looked weird. Like his shirt was all big and stuff. And Bill and Ted just didn't look right, so I passed on those. So I'm glad that they finally did justice to those characters.